G'day, I'm Kevin. I've retired from work in Australia and I'm living here in Chiang Mai, Thailand, using it as a base to relax and to travel in Southeast Asia. This is my journey. This is 52 weeks. G'day, just having a little bit of a relax out here on the balcony. I've actually been in Australia for 5 days. Spent a bit of time here, not exclusively, but a lot of time just relaxing and chatting and catching up with people. So yeah, thought I'd start another video about what I did on my summer vacation. I do have some plans for today. I'm going to go out, grab some lunch, and then tomorrow I'm heading into the city and have a wander around in town, spend the night in there, and then I'm on a train to Wagga the following day. So it's got a few things to do there. So we'll be getting out and about a little bit. So come along on a trip with me. Okay, lunchtime. I'm at the Royal Hotel in Upper Ferntree Gully, which we used to refer to as the Upper Gully Pub. Yeah, so I'm having a county. Well, that wasn't too bad a lunch. Just having a quick wander at a small market across the road from the pub. It's the end of the day, so I think they're closing up. But yeah, not a bad lunch, so onward. Just having a quick wander through Ferntree Gully proper. You might remember this from a video around about this time, maybe a little bit earlier last year, when I did a walk from Baronia, where my sister's place is, over to here. Seeing as I was in this neck of the woods, thought I'd have a quick look. I'm not expecting that anything much has changed. But as I say, as I was here, got to have a wander. I have come to the Baronia shopping centre on the way home just to pick up one or two things that I need, which I've done. And now I'm going to head for home and settle in to watch some cricket, I think. I am in the Melbourne city area where I'm staying tonight. Got an early morning train to Wagga tomorrow, but the plan is that as long as I'm in the city, I might have a bit of a wander. Okay, checked into the hotel. next stop, lunch somewhere. It's not as hot as I thought it might be. It's supposed to get really hot and then a storm, but I think the storm might be coming early. I may be a little biased because Melbourne is my hometown, but I reckon it's pretty well laid out and really good public transport. Just up the top end of Collins Street, and there's a garden over there, and then one of the many museums, and then Parliament House up that way. So Melbourne's actually full of all sorts of stuff like that. Just walking up Collins Street, there's lots of churches and really old architecture, and then new architecture popping up behind it. It's actually a really nice place to be. This is lunchtime on a Monday in the Treasury Gardens. Believe it or not, I've not actually been here before in my extensive life. But my first mission was to choose where to have lunch, and there's plenty of places to choose from, but I got waylaid. Nevertheless, back on mission, I think. I was hoping to get to a place called Pellegrini's, which was on Collins Street. It was the first place that I had a meeting to do with my work as a lighting designer after I graduated from university. But it's actually a coffee shop now, and now that I see that, I do remember seeing that they had closed down, so that's a shame. It was a really nice family-owned pasta bar, basically. Yeah, very good. But plenty of places to eat, so I'll just find somewhere else.
Traditional that might be.
I had lunch there, which is just next to the Athenaeum Theatre, where my love of the arts was fostered, in part anyway. Across the road from the Regent. It was a very nice lunch. I had pan-fried gnocchi with mushrooms and, oh, very nice. Very nice indeed. It's a little bit more expensive than what I'm used to paying in Thailand, but Australia is more expensive than Thailand. But a very, very nice meal. The wind has died down, and it doesn't look like there's a storm happening. So I might just continue my wander for a little while. Every year in December, Maya, which is one of the big department stores, uses their front windows to do these kind of animatronic displays. They've been going on for a very long while. I used to be brought here as a kid to see them. It's one of the highlights of the year. Lots of arcades and laneways in Melbourne to have a wander through. Okay, We are down at the Yarra River now. South Bank is that way, which used to be an old industrial area, but it has been reclaimed. That's the Princess Bridge over there, which I walked across fairly often as a student at Victorian College of the Arts. Just behind it you can see the big tennis stadium where the Australian Open's played, and on the other side of the river to that you might be able to see a light tower behind it. No, I think that's still the tennis stadium. But anyway, on the other side of the river and just a little bit past that is the MCG, where the big cricket and football matches are played, notably the Boxing Day Test, and the AFL Grand Final played there. Holds about 100,000 people. Huge. It's actually getting a little warm now. Got a few spots of rain, so I don't know whether that was the cool change or not. But yeah, it's the middle of the afternoon and it's starting to warm up a bit. So I'm going to head back to the hotel, just relax for a little while, and if it's not raining tonight or not raining too hard, I might get out and about again. Just thought I'd come down to the river at night. I'm on the opposite side to all the action at the moment. Plenty of seagulls on my side though. I'm in an Alfred Hitchcock movie. Anyway, I thought I'd just come down to have a look, because it's generally busier down here at night. It is a Monday night, so it won't be too wild. But we'll find another way over the river and see what happens from there. Well, I was slightly wrong. There are a few people about, even though it is a Monday. It is a pleasant place for a walk, so I guess that makes sense. Well, it's been nice spending some time in the city. The rain never eventuated. Might come later tonight. but we will see. I am going to head back to the hotel now. Get ready to get on a train tomorrow morning. It is early in the morning. Well, early by my standards, just a bit past 7. And I'm heading to the railway station. So today, just gonna jump on a train and head to Wagga Wagga. Alrighty, I have made it to the railway station. Got about half hour to spare. A little bit less. Train's not at the platform yet, but I'm here. It was really nice getting into Melbourne and spending a night in the city. I'm actually been in Melbourne, but I'm staying in the outer suburbs. So yeah, it was nice to get in the city, have a wander about. But onward to Wagga. Well, here she comes. We are going to be late departing. How do I know? That's the train from Sydney, and it's 8:29, and we're supposed to depart at 8:30. So we'll have to get passengers off and clean it before we get on. So it'll be at least a little bit late. Okay, I am in Wagga Wagga. The train was 40 minutes late departing. It was about an hour late by the time it got here. But it got here. And it was a pleasant trip. It's not too long a trip. Yeah, so that was yesterday. And I've just got a few things to do while I'm here. Going for an eye checkup and to pick up some paperwork today. Then my accountant tomorrow, and then I've got a luncheon appointment with a friend the day after. I'm saying tomorrow and the day after because I actually don't know what day it is today. It might be Wednesday, I think. God, that's what life's like in retirement. Yeah, but anyway, I'm on my way into town now. Well, that's all I need to do for today. Had my eyes checked. They're a little bit older, but apart from that, everything's okay. Grab some lunch. My goodness, Australia's expensive. I keep forgetting that the price in Australia is high, and it's getting higher because of a cost of living problem. However, I guess that's the price you pay. Alright, I'm going to relax this afternoon. Might get out for a walk tomorrow before I need to do the business that I need to do. But we'll see how it goes. Just out having a walk along the river today. Met a friend for morning tea. Got an appointment later in the afternoon. So, just sort of have a stroll along the river. Which is one of the things that I like about Wagga, the ability to do that. Living on a river, walking along a river regularly. I do enjoy a walk along here. It's actually quite a good facility for the city, I think, and it's good to see people using it. I've been passed by a few bikes, people at the beach having a swim. It's actually quite a nice little walk. It was a very pleasant walk. Got my fix of the Murrumbidgee River while I'm here. I'll probably be back to Wagga on this trip sometime in January, but not sure for how long, so might not get back to the river, we'll see. I'm actually heading into town now, well, into the shopping area. We'll do a little bit of shopping, and then I've got an appointment with my accountant, and that might just about see today out, I think. Well, it's a little bit past 2 in the morning. I'm waiting for the train to Melbourne. Going to jump on the overnight train to Melbourne, so I'll be there in the morning. And that's the end of this little jaunt in Wagga. I will be back early next year in January before I head back to Thailand, so it's not the end of Wagga completely. But just waiting for the train now. Well, I've had a couple of very pleasant family gatherings over Christmas. Yeah, really nice, very relaxed, so that's good. And yesterday I settled in and watched the Boxing Day test, which is a particularly Australian thing to do. Go figure, I'm Australian. But today I've just gone out for a bit of a walk. High time too. I wasn't very active at all over the last few days. So it's high time to get out for a walk. No particular plans. Heading basically towards the Boronia shopping area at this stage. We'll see how we go. When I get there, might go further, might just turn around and come back. Time will tell. Well, as it turns out, I must have been hankering after a walk, because I powered through the Boronia shopping centre without even blinking. Just had an afternoon tea there, grabbed a pie. But yeah, now I'm heading through the back streets from Boronia to Bayswater, which is where I used to live before I embarked on the grand solo journey of life. It's where my family house was. Yeah, nice day though. Pretty quiet out. It is the week between Christmas and New Year, so maybe lots of people have gone away. Even the shopping centres are very quiet. Yesterday was a public holiday, but the shops were open, so they may have been pretty busy with people flocking back for retail therapy after Christmas. Anyhow, on the way to Bayswater. Well, I hadn't intended to get here, but this is the street that I used to live on as a child. It's changed a fair bit. Some of the houses remain the same. When I first moved in here, the street was a dirt street, but it's well and truly part of the Melbourne suburbs now. Hasn't been a dirt street for many years. It's my old place there. It's my sister's room and my mum and dad's room. My room was on the other side. Just had a couple of units put in the back block. They were all pretty big blocks in those days. So many of them have either been knocked down and turned into units or had units added on the spare ground. But yeah, this is my street. Down the end here used to be a big paddock that we played in. It's certainly not a paddock now. And this is Bayswater shopping centre. Once again, it's grown quite a bit since I was a young fella. But I think it's seen better days too. It's been a bit abandoned, passed by some of the biggest shopping centres, I think. Well, it seems like every time I come to Melbourne, I take you on a nostalgia walk. Sorry about that. Well, actually, obviously not too sorry because I've included it in the video. However, I'm heading back to my sister's place now, so I'll subject you to no more of my childhood today. Good morning and welcome to 2025. Yes, New Year's Eve has passed since I last spoke with you. Just had a quiet New Year's Eve. Never been one for getting out and getting rowdy on New Year's Eve too much. I find it full of people desperately wanting to have a good time, and sometimes they're very annoying when they do that. But yeah, just had a quiet New Year's Eve. Yeah, so I'm out for a walk today, doing a good walk, walking along the Belgrave to Ringwood rail trail, which runs next to the railway line, as you would imagine. Yeah, so it's going to be a good walk today. However, I just checked my camera and there's lots of clips. So I'm thinking that I will split this into 2 episodes, part 1 and part 2 of my time in Australia. So I'm about halfway through the trip now, a little bit under, and I thought this would be a good time to break it. So that's it for me for the moment, and I will catch you next week when I have a flight to Sydney and a few days in Sydney planned, and then back to Wagga and back to Melbourne, and probably have a couple of weeks still left of the trip after that. And don't know what I'm going to do, but it'll be a surprise for us all. So in the meantime, I will catch you then. Thanks for watching my video. I really appreciate your company on the journey. Now, if you've made it all the way to the end here and are not subscribed, you might like to consider doing so by clicking here. Or if you just want to watch something else I've made, you can click here and it will take you to something I think you might like. If you're really feeling like a binge, you can click down here and that will take you to one of my playlists. Hope to see you on the journey again soon.